Welcome to Yuan Garden, one of Shanghai's most precious historical treasures. As we begin our journey through this Ming Dynasty masterpiece, let me transport you back to the year 1559, when construction first began on this extraordinary garden. The story begins with Pan Yuan, a high-ranking government official during the Ming Dynasty. He envisioned creating a peaceful retreat for his aging parents, a place where they could enjoy their retirement years surrounded by beauty. The name Yuan translates to Garden of Happiness, reflecting Pan's filial devotion. What makes this garden particularly special is how it represents the perfect harmony between human creativity and nature's artistry. As we enter through the main gate, take a moment to observe the intricate wood carvings above us. These elaborate designs featuring flowers and mythical creatures were painstakingly created by artisans from nearby Suzhou, renowned for their delicate craftsmanship. Notice how the sunlight filters through the lattice windows, creating ever-changing patterns on the stone pathway beneath our feet. Before us lies the three-corn washing hall, named after an ancient story about virtuous men who wash their ears rather than hear worldly gossip. The hall's architecture is typical of Ming Dynasty style, simple yet elegant, with gracefully curved roofs meant to resemble a scholar's hat. The dark wooden beams contrast beautifully with the white plaster walls, creating a striking visual balance. Now let's approach the garden's most famous feature, the exquisite jade rock. This remarkable 3.3-meter tall limestone formation is considered one of China's three most famous ornamental rocks. Legend says it was originally destined for the imperial palace in Beijing, but was lost during transportation along the Grand Canal. Its unique porous structure creates an extraordinary effect. If you burn incense beneath it, the smoke will mysteriously drift out through all its holes simultaneously. As we continue along the winding path, we come to the Grand Rockery, the largest and oldest section of the garden. Constructed from 2,000 tons of yellow stone brought from Wukong, this artificial mountain took nearly 20 years to complete. The rocks were carefully selected and positioned to create caves, cliffs, and peaks that mimic famous scenic mountains. Climb to the top for a breathtaking view of the entire garden layout. You'll notice how the designer used the concept of hidden and visible to create a sense of mystery and discovery. The heart of the garden is the tranquil pond surrounding the mid-lake pavilion. This elegant tea house appears to float on the water's surface, connected to shore by a zigzag bridge. The bridge's design isn't just decorative. Its 9 turns were meant to confuse evil spirits who, according to ancient belief, could only travel in straight lines. Sit here for a moment and watch the colorful koi fish gliding beneath the lily pads. Nearby stands the Hall of Heralding Spring, where the garden's owner once entertained guests. The hall's most striking feature is its ornate ceiling, decorated with hundreds of carved phoenixes surrounded by peonies. Each bird is slightly different, demonstrating the incredible skill of Ming Dynasty craftsmen. The lattice windows here frame perfect living paintings of the garden outside. As we move to the inner garden, added during the Qing Dynasty, notice the change in architectural style. The buildings here are more elaborate, with gilded carvings and colorful painted beams. The centerpiece is the stage of the Immortals, an exquisite golden opera stage where performances were held for wealthy merchants and officials. The acoustics are remarkable. A whisper on stage can be heard clearly throughout the courtyard. Don't miss the Dragon Wall nearby, one of only 5 remaining in China. The undulating gray tiles form the body of a mythical dragon, with its head sculpted near the garden's exit. In imperial times, only the emperor could use dragon motifs, but after the Ming Dynasty fell, wealthy families began incorporating them as symbols of protection. The garden's plant life deserves special attention. Over 40 species of trees and shrubs were carefully selected to provide beauty throughout the seasons. In spring, the cherry blossoms and magnolias create a pink and white canopy. Summer brings the intoxicating fragrance of gardenias and the spectacular blooms of lotus flowers in the ponds. Autumn sets the maples ablaze with red and gold, while winter reveals the elegant silhouettes of pine and bamboo against the snow. Every element in Yuan Garden carries symbolic meaning. The zigzag bridges represent life's unexpected turns. The circular doorways symbolize the moon and perfection. Even the rocks are chosen for their resemblance to animals or mythical creatures. This is a world where poetry and philosophy take physical form. As we conclude our tour, I invite you to sit in the quiet chamber of 10,000 flowers and reflect on what we've seen. Yuan Garden isn't just a collection of beautiful scenery. It's a profound expression of Chinese culture, where every stone, plant, and building tells a story about our relationship with nature, our respect for tradition, and our pursuit of harmony. Before you leave, be sure to visit the nearby Yuan Bazaar, where you can sample traditional Shanghai snacks like xiaolongbao steamed buns or browse for silk souvenirs. But most importantly, take with you the sense of peace and wonder that this magical place has inspired for nearly 500 years.